Furner.
Yeah, no, it was good. Yeah, good win. Good win. I thought our first half was really solid. It was, we're up against a very experienced and aggressive type side, and I thought we handled that quite well. Obviously some areas there in the second half where we just invited them back in, but to overcome that and get a win, great to see the crowd. So pretty happy.
Were you always aware that the Sharks were going to come back, I guess, after the game?
Yeah, but as I mentioned, we worked hard to, defensively, especially in the first half. Second half there, we gave away some cheap possession, so they didn't earn their right to have a shot at our try line. So that's something there that probably not happy with, but we overcome that.
Seeing the right momentum, when things are going your way, you've really got a knack to put points on.
Yeah, felt like that in the first half, and probably could have put ourselves in a little bit of a position there if we had controlled that early part of the second half. I thought we were very successful there, kicking into the corners there, and had a really good kick chase team. So I think possession's a big thing in semi-final football. So it's pretty good.
You're going to have your first string goal kicker available next week?
Actually, Deuce actually doesn't hit him too bad, but look, I've got a sick kid in there. Like Croaks is not that good, so again the doctors are looking at him at the moment there, so he's not too well.
What did he do to himself?
I think it was a clash of a knee in the head.
What's the concern, Dave? Is it concussion?
Concussion, yeah.
Do you think it might have been more than accidental? Or?
Well, I know you can't do it. You can't lead with your knees.
So there is a risk for next week for Croaks?
Yeah, just have to see. There's no doubt he's a sick boy.
We'll stick with Dukes.
Well, we've actually got a couple, but Reese and Dukes and Croaks and Fergo, they all do kicking practice. So we'll have to sort it out during the week.
Sammy pretty much proved today how desperate you guys were to get him back on the field with that shoulder. His kicking game was pretty pivotal today.
Yeah, as I mentioned, that first half there was some really nice kicks, and putting them in the corners. There was a couple there that pulled up in goal there from 60 odd metres, and we were able to sort of get our kick chase team down there. So that was pretty handy. Although that in the second half, Semi's kick, it didn't look the best, but Fergo turned it into a good kick and scored the try. So Semi was good.
How was Fergo's celebration dancing there this time? Would have been one of his best of the year, I'd imagine, against the Sharks, 2 tries.
Yeah, but I don't get much into it.
Still needs work.
Yeah, he obviously can move okay.
What about next week, Dave? Obviously South. What are your thoughts on that game?
I think my thoughts immediately is just have a look at the side, our side. We've got a recovery straight after this, and just have a look at blokes like Croaks. There's a few guys there, Tilsey, a little bit battered and bruised, but that was a tough game. So first I just want to have a look at our side before we have a look at South.
You think back 7 weeks ago and what's happened since then, do you feel like there's just momentum building with each win, confidence?
I think it's been handy, Paul, because we've been in this position for 6 or 7 weeks. Like if we dropped a game, we're pretty much out, or we'll fight with other teams, and that's what I've liked about the side. Again, they've rose to the challenge, and one obviously now it's sudden death semi-final. So we've been playing that for 6 or 7 weeks, and that momentum of winning builds confidence in the team.
Shall that battle with Parley and Gallen, one of the highlights of the game, they go against the Old Bull, I guess. Was he given specific instructions to sort of try and unsell him a little bit during the week?
Papa was matched up on Gallen. Furner gave him a few words of encouragement to get it over him early in the game there, and I thought, yeah, Papa really stood up there. It's good. He got under him a few times, and Gal didn't handle it very well. So yeah, he did a really good job, Papa.
How much did that inspire the fellow forwards out there when he was sort of, he's only a young guy, and to go toe to toe and verbally with someone like Gallen's a big deal for some of his qualities with Papa as well.
Yeah, it shows how much Papa's matured as a player this year. He's been a standout each week for us, and yeah, he's definitely been inspirational, so that's been good.
Dave, can you tell us what your words were?
Sorry, with that one?
Sorry?
Did you see that as a key match? Obviously you spoke to Josh beforehand about it.
Yeah, well, look, I just looked at, Gal's a tremendous player, and he's an 80-minute player, and he goes from, their left edge to the middle, so he's just able to keep going. I thought if Papa could get in his face there a little bit, it may have given us a little bit of an edge there. But I must say, I did challenge our forwards. They're a very good forward pack we were up against there today, and I challenged our forwards there to be nice and aggressive, and we were able to handle it.
Can you remember what you said to
I can.
Don't want to share it?
No, we just had a little quiet chat.
Just on the forward battle, Shillay, the first 20 minutes of that second half, they really came out and up that intensity pretty hard, didn't they? How did you guys handle that on the forwards, and what did you say to the young guys to step up and try and match that?
We just had to weather the storm. There's probably 3 or 4 periods there where they had the pressure right on us, and they're a great side and they've got a great pack, so there's times with the line speed, they were right up in our face, and we just had to dig in and take our medicine and try and complete the set. So we learnt that last week when we just turned over too much ball at the start there and didn't build pressure. So once again, today, as soon as we started building pressure, we were all right. So.
And again, you started slow. I guess they were the first to score, I think it's 5 out of the last 6 or something, but you guys dug in again.
Well, we were ready. We were nice and tense. We just turned over some ball in our half, and the first 10 minutes we just defended, so that took a bit of energy out of us. But we showed character and fought back there, so that was good.
How was Fergo in the lead up to today's game? Was he nervous? Was he jumping out of his skin? How was he leading up to this game? Did you have to bring him down a couple of pegs?
No, he was just excited. He switched on. Him and Shandor, I think, are a great combination out there, and they're good influence on each other. They pump each other up and work well on the field, so it's working well for us, and hopefully it continues next week.
Did you know that Todd was struggling with the Achilles going into the game? Obviously you ran a fair bit of traffic at him.
Yeah, look, I did have a look at, because they had some changes there, and obviously, Gordon going to fullback and Ryan.